Welcome back, my favorite gamers and developers. This is the end. If you've been with me this far, thank you. I put these videos out to, one, hopefully help people if they're working on their own little projects um, to get past that, and two, for my accountability. By doing these videos, it makes me look at at how I develop these and if they work. I every video I produced, I tend to find one or two bugs, and I would have to go and correct it at that time. But I just kind of want to walk through what we did so far and a couple little pieces that I cleaned up or changed up a little bit, and just let you see it. The only reason why I didn't do videos for the little or for some of these pieces is because I already gave you the tools on how to already do that. And so let's take a look. All right, so here's everything. We have the character sheet, and on the character sheet, the main page just has a couple fields and has the font section. Abilities, we didn't change. The combat page, I created a combat label for the page, um, and nothing else really changed. You might notice that I changed the top piece here. Uh, I actually, in Ruleset Wizard, I made the base character sheet, and that way I can actually make some changes if I want to up here. I got rid of the portrait and just kept the token. I added in this thing called beats. It could be story points or whatever fate points game that you're running. We've all talked about the action page. We talked about how these roll. Um, Inventory, I didn't change. The notes page, I did, and maybe you remember this, but I created the section of information that I tend to ask during my games. I want to know the character concept. I want to know their flaws. I want to know what secrets they have. I'm going to usually have a few questions, and so I created this. I add the languages as drop down, so to ensure that there's no typos when the player enters them in. The character notes, they can create a note, take a note however they want. Then this is how nodes work page. And I actually left this on the character sheet just because there's been a couple times where I was like, how do I traverse through this and get thing? I can go back here, click on it, and say, oh yeah, that's how I did it, and then go and continue my work. When I finish production, I will probably delete this page. Actually, I will delete this page. There's no good reason to have this on the actual rule set, but on a template, this could be very helpful. It has helped me. The NPC sheet, we just went over this. The main page, add some sections down here. I added an actions page, and I gave them their own notes page, which is just a simplified version of the player sheet notes page. This is the action container, and it has, you can select the attribute, the skill, the dice bonus, the difficulty, damage, and how much resource it costs. Links, this so you this is so you can type in the URL and enter in a link description here, and then when you hit create, it will create the URL over here, and you can save it right here. So anytime you need it in the future, it'll be here for you to grab. The party sheets, these two were already part of the party sheet, but I added in the XP page. I got this inspiration from Damn Smorcore, and I have the characters listed out over here. I have the quest fields here, and when a new quest is created, and it's dropped into here, I now have it sort, so it now puts the newest ones on top, and you can see my dates here. I have it sort by date to save here, and then when you hit award, it goes out to all the players and drops a little note in the window. I did finish the GM view page. The only reason why I didn't show a video on this is because it's exactly the same thing as what I did for over here, and it just goes through all of the GM notes, or I'm sorry, all the players' notes, and it just pulls up a list of them all. And so any character that's in this list will get displayed here. And I do have this little block here. This is to take them to their character webpage or their OneNote or whatever link it is that you have for them. But you have to drag it from over the character sheet to in here, but it will hold it forever after that. The combat tracker, I added, those got off. I've been messing with the combat tracker and yep, I'm gonna have to clean that up. But anyways, I have my initiatives, my thing field, and then I have this for attacks, and it pulls up the attack list, so you can roll it right from here on the combat tracker. The players do not see this side. The players can only see effects. This is for the GM, so they don't have to have 1,000 character sheets open when they're running big battles. Hopefully they never actually have an actual 1,000 character sheets open. But yeah, so this is template. It's a good starting point. Yeah, and from here I'm going to start working on my Werewolf the Apocalypse homebrew game. And hopefully this template will make things easier for me to just get right into development and actually start building instead of having to design a lot of infrastructure. I looked back on my calendar and I actually started this on 4/1, so it took about a month and a half to get to this far. But I think most of that time was me just trying to learn how does this work. But now that I actually have it in place, I should just be able to copy and paste those pieces and keep going. Once again, thank you for joining me. I will be posting my final version of this on the link down below. I plan to do more videos when I start working on some more things. I will probably do some update videos on how my homebrew version of Werewolf is going. And like I said last video, use this. If you find this at all helpful, grab it, copy it, start building your own rule set with it. I can't wait to see what you all create. So until next time, keep gaming and keep developing. Bye, everybody. Thank you for sticking with me.